Hi, it's Candy with The Art of Planning, and we approach planning through pretty, through on purpose, and through powerful. And today I'm going to mix all those together. So first of all, I'm going to try my best to stay wide-eyed and not look like I am as sleepy and as tired as I am. But because I am, that is the perfect time to do this video, because I am in the middle of learning, or I have learned what I want to share with you today, and I think it's real powerful. And I am always in the middle of learning something, heavenly days, and they're usually lessons that come kind of hard learned for me. I guess that's the way everything is learned by me. So and this is something I've kind of talked about before, but not in this way and not as much, and I didn't approach it like this, which is probably the reason I'm in the middle of it again. So I kind of wanted to call this an Overwhelm. So these are new Franklin planning tips. They're new to me. They may not be new to you, but I haven't ever heard anybody talk about this. So I had to implement these this week, especially because this is how this week has happened. And I kind of knew that a little bit of this was going to go on, but not to the extent that it has gone on. And if you haven't been able to tell by watching my videos, I'm kind of a control person. I want my week planned out. I want my week to happen like I have it planned out. And normally, most of the time, it happens like that. Now, I knew that this week was going to be a little bit uncontrollable, but I had no idea it was going to take on this life of its own and just go crazy, and that I was going to have no control over it. But it did. And you know what? That's going to happen. That is going to happen. So, we need to just be able to roll with it. And I know you know that, and I know that. But we still have to know what we need to do, how we need to do it, what we've got to take care of, and how to gather up the pieces, I think. So I'm going to show you a few new things that I did, okay? And this is going to mainly be centered around my Franklin planner. Now, I wanted to bring in here, I thought I had, and I don't. And I'm not going to stop this and start all over because I don't edit videos. I will learn to do that someday when I have enough time. I do not have time. I don't think I have time to do that right now. If I could open and show you the week in my pretty planner, it would be exactly like the latest YouTube video. It would look exactly like that. It has it all pretty and all planned out, but there is nothing in it. I think maybe I have part of Monday and maybe part of Tuesday filled out, but that's because that's what I wrote on it immediately before or immediately after I filmed that. It has nothing else in it because I haven't stopped long enough to put anything else in it. So it looks exactly like that pretty planner look. But you know what? Life isn't always pretty, is it? And it doesn't always follow that pretty plan that we have put together. So I haven't even been back in that because so much stuff has been going on. So let me show you what I have done. Now, Sunday night, whenever we were on our way back from the hospital visiting my mom, so it wasn't actually Sunday night, there was still daylight. So this is what I did. I have redone my Franklin planner, and I have added a lot of inserts in the back. And there were inserts I have been working on for a while. They are inserts that fit my specific needs, because what I was doing a lot was I had sticky notes here, I had sticky notes there, I had non-sticky notes here and there, and if you could see my desk now, which you're not going to, but it is piled high, only because that's a survival technique for me right now. So there's too many stacks around. It also drives me crazy, but there's too many stacks around. So I knew that this would help. So I have a section for my planner, I have a section for creative, I have a section for business, social media, and notes. So behind each one of those sections are inserts that I have designed for me. I've worked on them long enough that I know these are the sections that help me. So Sunday night, when we were driving home, I was in the back seat, and I did a brain dump, but I did it on lined paper that always stay tucked back here behind my note section. Okay? Now, yes, I could have put them on Sunday's Franklin sheet right here. I could have. However, I also could see the week coming, and I knew that if I wrote it in my Franklin planner, I was going to have to keep moving those items to the next page and to the next page, either here or here, and to the next page, because quite actually I did not know where I needed to put those in for sure. I didn't know where they were going to land. If I could put them on Monday or Tuesday. I knew I couldn't put them on Wednesday. If I could put them on Thursday, in the morning or the afternoon, I just didn't know where I was going to fit them in. So I did my brain dump for the week on some lined paper. So then, when I need to move this, I can just unclip these two pages and I can move them to Monday or Tuesday or Friday. I can put these wherever I need to put them, and I don't have to rewrite them and rewrite them and rewrite them. And as I achieve one of them, I can mark it out, and then I can still move the pages. So this is going to be a lot more flexible for me than to keep rewriting these items on every day, and that's going to be real important for me. So I'm pretty sure that this is going to be a new plan in my Franklin planner. My brain dump is going to be on their own pages, and then I can work from here. Okay, so that's going to be a new plan for me. That's going to help me a lot, because life happens as it happens. It does not happen according to our plan. And in my life, that is really happening right now. So I need to be a little more flexible with my planning than I have been in the past. I know you have heard this so many times. People don't plan to fail. They fail to plan. Well, here's the other part of that. You just plan as much as you want to. But that doesn't necessarily mean that things are going to turn out like you planned. So one of the things I'm learning is to institute things that will be helpful for me at all times, not just when I plan, and not just when it's going to be a pretty cut and dried week, but at all times, even when I'm not sure how the day or how the week is going to go. And for me, right now, that's how it's going for the most part. So I am putting to the test some different ideas in my Franklin planner, okay? And this is the first thing. So I put my brain dump on their own pages that I can move back and forth, okay? This is real good for when something happens that changes your week up drastically, and sometimes those things just pop their little heads up. Well, okay, I don't have to go spending a lot of time writing something down and moving it forward, or moving it forward again, or moving it forward again. So that has been wonderful for this week, okay? So first of all is the brain dump. Secondly, here's something else I've done that I'm real tickled with. Okay, clear in the back here. I just inserted this little journal. Now, this particular one came, I don't know, a couple months ago. Peachy Cheap Deal had like a plan or a set of 6 journals or something like that for a certain price. So we got some little journals. So what I've done is I've just taken the back flap and I've inserted it in here, and I need to keep something all together right now in its own little book. I don't want it in loose leaf notes. I don't want it in this part of my binder. I want it in its own little set of notes. So I just slip it in back here, and then I've got my little notes together for this particular thing. And it's kind of a part of my date book, so whenever I grab it, it's all there together, but it's also its own little separate thing, okay? And that's how I carry it. So that's all together. And that has worked out real well. So part of what I'm dealing with here I keep in the front, and then another part of it, I mean, it's the same, it all has to deal with the same thing. However, another section of it that's a little bit different I put in the back. So that has worked really well for me also. It's all together. I grab my planner when I leave, but I don't want it in this part of the planner, but it will end up needing to be incorporated with this. So that has worked extremely well for me also. So the first thing that I've made some changes in is how I do my brain dump. The second thing I've made some changes in is how I do my book. And then I would say, don't panic. I would actually say, learn how to learn from what's happening. Learn how to not panic. Learn how to maybe make some changes. Maybe learn how to grow from it and how to implement some things that might end up benefiting you. You know, it would have been easy to just go, I can't deal with it right now. But it's a perfect opportunity to make changes, because we are not going to make changes whenever we're just rocking along and everything's okay, and we're not going to go, I think I'll think of a new way to do some things. Normally that doesn't happen, because when things are rocking along real good, we just bop along like we've been bopping. But it makes us think of new things whenever things aren't rocking along quite so well. And I was going to show you real quickly. This arrived today. Franklin Planner is having their big semi-annual, is it, sale. This is the Aurora Binder. Now, there was a lot of hubbub on one of the groups that I'm in about everybody being so disappointed in the Aurora. You know, I'll have to say, if I had the opportunity to buy it again, I probably wouldn't. The outside is leather. The outside is really, really nice. The inside is not leather. It's some sort of man-made material. However, you get what you pay for. It was under $50. It was on the website as being leather, but you know what? You get what you pay for. Don't you agree? I should have known that the price correlation didn't really match things. It's an okay little binder. It's good. I wanted a black binder. Now, I usually in the Franklin Covey want a good, nice leather binder. So that is what I'm a bit disappointed in. And like I said, I probably wouldn't repurchase it. But for that under $50 mark, I'm not sure that it's bad at all. So I will not be returning it. I will keep it. I wanted a good, wonderful, quality black leather binder, and I didn't get it in this by any means. But you know what? I do have it in this, which is my Kinsey, and I adore my Kinsey. And I am so excited also to learn just a few steps that I changed this week, which is do a separate brain dump and just put it on separate sheets. I just think I sort of say brilliant. That sounds like I'm patting myself on the back, which I'm really not. I just think it's going to work wonderfully well for me. Yeah, that's my brain dump. I think it's going to be so good also to carry a journal in the back as it relates to something else that I need to be doing. And then, yeah, don't panic. Just when there are weeks that seem out of your control, they may be, but there's some way that you can implement something else. So those are the three things I wanted to share with you today. If there was something helpful or you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. We would love to have you join our family on YouTube. And I appreciate you tuning in. So I'll see you soon, okay? Thanks. And if you have some special tip also, please leave it in the comments. I love to learn about new stuff. So let me know your special tips, okay? Thanks. Bye.